I really didn't want to have to make this video, however it's very apparent that it needs to be made. Now yes, I am using my little one's whiteboard because I think it may help. Whether you can see or not, I don't know. But if you think that technicals are more important than mindset, you're obviously a mouth breather. Let me explain why. You see, the thing is, everybody thinks that technicals are the way forward in this game. And I've never disputed the fact that you 100% need a technical edge in order to make money. However, people like to pick this is more important than this, or this is more important than this. And as I've always said, and I need to be very careful with the next drawing I make because it's going to look rather wrong, do this, right? Doesn't make it any better. As you can see here, they're both as important as one another. You can have a technical edge, right? You can be the most technically gifted person ever to walk the charts. Now, if it was all technicals, right, every trader would be fucking killing it because there's enough information out there for you to learn to read algebra. The issue is you either have a really complex plan or you have no emotional control. That is it. A lot of you are looking for a quick way to make money because your favorite influencer told you you can do this and you'll make money. The reality of it is when you make the money, you still fucking lose it because you're not mentally prepared to make that money because you probably come from a lifestyle and a self-belief system that literally says you're meant to make 25 to 35k a year, get married, have kids, get a pension, die. That is the programming we're told when we're younger, right? So then when you come into money, you give it back. I know so many traders that are refusing to work on this aspect of their trading out of ego and pride that they think it's just this aspect. However, this aspect can only go so far because yes, you need a technical edge. Yes, you need an understanding of the market. But when you have that edge, right? Let's say you then are going to focus on executing the edge, right? So you're like, right, when that presents, I'm going to hit the button. Now I'm going to have to turn around it. I'm on my knees for YouTube, you know? So let's say here, you got your technical edge, right? Trade comes, you hit trade number 1, loses. All right. I feel good, you know, it's part of it, lose, it's fine. Hit trade number 2, loses. Oh, you know, I feel good, it's all right, it's only 2 losses, it's good, it's good. Hit trade number 3, loses. Oh, starting to feel a little bit shit, you know, I need to make that money back. Hit trade number 4, lost. Ah, shit, now I'm on 4 losses. Haven't experienced this before. What if this trade and this trade wasn't the edge, but because mentally you were trying to claw back losses 2 and losses 1, you made a mistake, you didn't follow your plan, you took a shit trade, you FOMO'd into a position, you were enticed into it by somebody else, and then trade 3 and 4 are not a part of this probabilistic approach. If we follow mathematically, if we follow our technical edge, right, and let's say it yields a 1 to 2 for very basic maths. If we yield a 1 to 2, then on average, we need to win 50% of our trades and we should be profitable, right? Very simple. However, if this probability of this edge is based on you hitting every trade that meets the criteria, but you start adding in trades that do not meet the criteria, you are no longer following this edge, you are creating a new edge. I've done this before, I've been there, got the t-shirt. Everything I speak on is from experience. I'm not just chatting shit. This is a weird camera angle. When it then comes to trade 5, right, that actually is the technical edge, you're likely not going to hit this trade because you've just taken 3 and 4 trade that aren't part of your plan. You're now feeling absolutely shit with yourself and pissed off. You're second guessing this edge. So when trade 5 comes, you don't take it, and trade 5 would have gotten rid of the second L and the first L, which would mean you would be break even, but because you added in 3 and 4, you're now -2, but guess what? You didn't take trade number 5. You're now actually -4, right? Because even if you took 5, you would have been -2. Instead, you're now -4, you've missed a trade. That's going to trigger an emotional response. So trade 6, you're going to size up your risk. You're going to think you're the big man. Right, that's it. This edge definitely works. I know it does. Look what I've missed. Right, trade 6. Starts a losing streak again because probabilities come and we don't know whether the next trade is going to be a win or a loss. All we know, follow the system, and over a probabilistic approach, provided you have a positive risk reward, you should make money. You're telling me this absolute shit show isn't a mental issue. Because if you understood probabilities, if you understood yourself and you understood emotional triggers on a deeper level, you would be able to identify when you're going on tilt or when you're going on this pathetic attempt of trying to rinse the market you would be able to avoid taking trade 3, avoid taking trade 4, you would take trade 5, you would be break even, and you wouldn't care because you wouldn't be attached to the outcome because you've done the work on your psyche. A lot of you have come into trading, and I'm going to kill a couple of dreams here. You've come into trading in the pursuit that it's going to fix your life and change your financial position, but you want to approach it in a lazy manner or in a manner where some people are trying to flog you something on the belief that you only need technicals to be a profitable trader. I've never once disputed that you don't need these, but without this, you're a broken trader. You've got half of it. It's like having a car, you've got some wheels, man's not got an engine. What are you gonna do? Sit in it and go vroom vroom. It ain't gonna fucking move anywhere. So again, they are both as important as one another. And when you start doing the work on this mindset thing, and there's so many avenues from this. It could be a poor relationship with money. It could be something from your childhood where you've had debt collectors at the door and you've not had any money. It could be you're scared of wealth. You're scared of failure, which I touched on in my email newsletter today, which if you're not subscribed to, link in the description, free 34-page PDF, you should check it out. You're in such a stressed position in life, you're relying on these trades to fix this situation, but it's not gonna fix it. I promise you, I'm speaking of experience here, and it might be shitted on your dreams, but if you listen, you will get somewhere a lot quicker than if you keep avoiding to listen to this specific thing. Mindset is just as important. Being able to execute your edge flawlessly without any question of, is this an edge? Is it working? Is this normal? What should I do? I don't want to take that trade. I missed that trade. I talked myself out of that trade. All these things are not technical problems. If you have a technical edge, if you have an edge that you've built or you've created or you've learned from someone and it's proven in backtesting it's making money consistently, and then you go live and you can't make money from it, that's not an edge problem, that's a you problem. It's like getting on a fucking merry-go-round and just going round and round and round. All you've got to do is just jump off it, come to this area, focus on this, and you may see progression and actually hit this 1 to 2 50% win rate and you'll make money. Sounds easy, looks like a load of doodle, hopefully it makes sense. If you like this kind of video, let me know because I'm looking to make a hell of a lot more. Peace and love, gang.